Hello everyone. Good afternoon. So how are you all? We were quite late because there was some important task that was going on. So yes, we have Asif here, HR here, Ashvi here. So hello everyone. Hello Abhishek. How are you all? So just kindly give me your attendance. Who all are present right now? Who all are present right now? And yes, we are just starting the session. Well, I'm waiting for the attendance. So yes, who all are present over here? Okay, so today we are going to discuss a respiratory system. Apart from that, we are also going to discuss the questions from excretory system. HR, actually there was some important meeting that was going on, so it was very important. That's why we were actually late. But don't worry, we are starting the session with the super fast mode. So Asif is here, HR is here. Welcome. So yes, let's start with the first question. Again, I am saying today we will be discussing the respiratory system and the excretory system. And the questions are from the SSC part, that is from the Cpo, CGL, CHSL. I have kept all the questions which were previously asked. So without getting this session delayed, let's have this first question. Cockroach cannot survive in water because its respiratory organ is dash. So this question is from CHSL 2011. Let's see who will give this first answer. Yes. So HR, Asif and others, and kindly share this session so that others can join. I guess they have left the session. So the first question is, cockroach cannot survive in water because its respiratory organ is what? Is it gill? Is it trachea? Is it book lung? Or is it pulmonary sac? So here, please remember, whenever we'll talk about the cockroach, please remember that they cannot survive in the water. Why? Because of the presence of trachea. That is, they are actually doing what? They are using their trachea as the respiratory organ. So no, Harish, actually HR, Harish, no? Or I guess it was Harish, yeah. Okay, so here trachea is going to be the correct answer. Next question is, among the following set of salient features, which set doesn't exclusively characterize mammals? Now this means the question is actually according to the characteristics of the mammals. So let's see who is going to give this answer. These are the four options which are present over here. So Asif was with B that time, and yes, Asif, you were correct there. Waiting for the answer. The question is, among the following set of salient features, which does not exclusively characterize the mammals? Harish, now okay. So I was correct, huh? Okay, fine. So yes, this question is about the characteristics of mammals. Now if I talk about our characteristics, what are they? We have two pair of teeth, correct? Now, apart from this, when we talk about humans, we actually belong to the category of mammals. That is, we'll be having mammary glands, correct? Because of which we can say that when we were small, we had the birth and we used to drink our mother's milk, correct? So we are discussing about the mammary gland over there. Apart from there, we are having hairs. Now just have a look. Presence of sweat glands, obviously yes, because HR Hrithik Roshan. Yeah. So what I was saying, sweat glands, they are present over here, on the skins, and this diaphodonts. Now what it means actually, this means we are talking about the two set of teeth. Then, so here, just have a look. They are talking about the presence of mammary glands, sweat glands, and diaphragm. Yes, diaphragm. Where it is present? It is actually the part of our respiratory system, via which we are actually breathing in, breathing out. If I talk about this option, that is C, it is showing that there is the absence of mammary glands. That's totally wrong. Absence of sweat glands, totally wrong. Absence of diaphragm, totally wrong. So yes, we are talking about the option which is actually not the characteristics of the mammals, and hence option number C is going to be the correct answer over here. That is absence of mammary glands, sweat and diaphragm. Now, the transport of oxygen by the blood takes place with the help of what? This is from Matric Level 2002. What will be this answer? And everyone who has joined, kindly like this session and share it. Please do that. Right now I can have here only Asif and HR. Yes, waiting for the answer. That's true, Asif. Diaphragm is actually that particular structure because of which you are able to breathe. Very important part. So yeah, The question is the transport of oxygen by the blood takes place with the help of what? Now when we are talking about the transportation of oxygen, remember we are talking about what? Let me tell you about blood. We discussed this. When we discussed about this blood, we were aware of there was RBC, then there was WBC, and there were platelets. Apart from that, plasma was also there. Now if I'll talk about their name, please remember HR, Asif, you both of you are correct. Awesome. The thing is that this actually creates the confusion in the candidates. So what are these erythrocytes? These are actually your RBCs. These are your RBCs. So yes, RBCs, if I talk about these RBCs, what is present here? Here we have hemoglobin. We have hemoglobin, and this hemoglobin is actually helping in the transportation of the oxygen. True? So yes, here option number 8, that is erythrocytes, would be the correct answer. Asif, HR, you both of you are correct. So yes, option number A is correct. Next, air bladder in fish acts as dash. First of all, I'll be having the answer, then I'll be explaining this part. This is from SSC 10+2 DEO and LDC 2011. Air bladder in fish acts as dash. So are they actually acting as the accessory respiratory organ? Are they acting as a hydrostatic organ? Both accessory respiratory or primary respiratory organ? This one can be related with the submarines. So now let's see who can give this answer. HR, Asif. What I'm saying, I'm talking about the submarines. Now directly try to link those submarines with this fish. So you will be able to give this answer now. Submarines. I guess I am getting your comments quite late. So Asif is with A. That is, it would be accessory respiratory organ. Okay. HR is with D, sir. It would be primary respiratory organ. Okay. So please remember, if I'm talking about the air bladder, this is actually helping in maintaining the level in the ocean or the river, whatever it is. Whenever we are talking about a fish, it is actually able to maintain the depth because of the presence of air bladder. So air bladder in the fish actually acts as a hydrostatic organ, because of which they are able to maintain the depth in this particular ocean or river, whatever water body it is. Fine. So yes, this particular air bladder is actually acting as a hydrostatic organ. So option number B will be the correct answer. Next, on the average, what percentage of human body has the element of oxygen? Now we are aware of, we'll talk about the most abundant element in our body. We can directly say that would be oxygen. True. But if someone asks you about the percentage, please remember, whatever our body's mass is, our body's mass, let's say our body's mass is X. So between 61% to 65%, we have oxygen as an element in our body. So yes, Momita has joined us, and Momita, you are absolutely correct. Hello, good afternoon, Momita. Momita, you are absolutely correct. And Asif, HR, please remember this would be 65. And yes, if 65 is not there in the option, HR, you are also correct. Asif, totally correct. So remember, its value, that is 61 to 65. Okay, then let's move forward to the next question. Respiration process requires what? So this is from CGL 2009. Respiration process requires what? So is it heat, is it water, is it oxygen, or is it sunlight? What is going to be the correct answer? I guess this is quite simple one. Quite simple one, or I can say very, very simple one. Correct? So yes, I want this answer. Respiration process is requiring what? Asif, on a very frank note, I'll say Momita once said GA, and on the first note, I was actually thinking she wants to say the general awareness. Then I got to know, no, this is actually good afternoon. The thing is that actually, if someone is saying GM, we understand that it is good morning, or GN good night. But for the GA, it was the first one was Momita actually, from where I actually got it. So okay, respiration process is actually requiring the oxygen. Please remember that when we talk about all those particular gases which are present in the air, which includes oxygen, apart from that there are other gases also, but remember here we'll just say that oxygen is the one that is actually required in the respiration process. Apart from that, heat was there, sunlight was there, absolutely of no use. But yeah, water vapor would be the part over there, but here oxygen is the correct answer. Next question is, tobacco smoke is injurious to health because it contains what? This is from Steno. This is from Steno. Now this question, I'll explain you about it. First of all, I want the answer. So who all can give this answer? Yeah. So Asif, Momita, HR. When we are talking about the tobacco smoke, it is injurious to health, no doubt. But why is it? Momita is saying, sir, it would be A, carbon monoxide. Asif, yeah, that's true. If I talk about this carbon monoxide, what is going to happen when tobacco smoke actually, when we smoke, so this tobacco smoke does what? This carbon monoxide actually mixes with the hemoglobin and makes carboxyhemoglobin, where the hemoglobin is very very important for the transportation of the oxygen, correct? But this carboxyhemoglobin creates the issue for our body. That's why we'll say that here carbon monoxide is going to be the correct answer, and hence option number A is correct. Next, what is accumulated in the muscles after the continuous physical exercise as a result of temporary anaerobic respiration that causes muscular fatigue? So we are talking about the tiredness over here. So in short, I'll tell you, if you want to read this question, you can just have a look over there. But in short, I'll tell you, whenever we are doing any sort of physical work, whatever it is, we feel tired because of something. What? So Asif has the answer, sir. It would be B. Then Momita, I'm waiting for your answer. Then I'll explain. Yeah, that's true. That's lactic acid. Whenever we are doing any sort of physical work, what happens? This lactic acid actually gets accumulated, because of which we feel tired, or we can say that we don't want to do any work, we just want to lie on the bed and take rest, because at that time lactic acid is accumulated and it is leading to the tiredness or fatigue. So yes, option number B, that is lactic acid, is the correct answer. Next, before moving forward, let me tell you there's an exam for application. Sorry, I said it wrong. No, you told carbon monoxide itself, I guess. Yes. So, okay, I was talking about the exam for official application. You can use it, where you will be getting live paid courses, the test series, free subject-wise and topic-wise quizzes with the report card. There are full-length sectional tests with the report card. There are several current affairs, that is monthly, weekly, yearly. You can just download it from where? Just go to the Play Store, type Exampur over there, click on the install button, click on the open part, do registration and start using it. So yes, we have another question. The membrane, the question is, the membrane, just a second. Yeah, so the question was, actually I'll be taking answer from you all. When we are talking about membrane which is present on our lungs, so what is it? Can you give me that answer? I'm just calling someone to help me out with the board, but please remember the question is what? We are talking about the lungs. So the membrane which is present on the lungs is called what? So I want the answer. Just a second. So my question was, again I am saying, the question was, if I talk about the membrane which is there on the lungs, what is it? Are you aware of this answer, or are the options required? Waiting. Yeah, so the question was, if I talk about the membrane covering the lungs, please remember the membrane that covers the lungs is actually pleura. So pleura would be the correct answer. So Asif, you are absolutely correct. Option number A is correct over here. Next, during hibernation state, frog respires by which of the following? Now before getting the answer, let me tell you what is this hibernation. What happens in some of the conditions in the winter season, animal goes for a long sleep, and during this time they are not doing anything, they are just sleeping, so their mode of respiration changes. For example, here we are talking about a frog. So normally if I talk, when frog is there on the land, when frog is present on the land, it is using what? Normally it is just using those particular things which we use. Fine. But what is going to happen now? When it goes in the hibernation mode, that is in the winter season, it starts respiring through the skin. So yes, here only skin would be the correct answer, because when we are talking about a normal season, when it is present on the land, it is respiring through the lungs. So yes, option number C is correct, that is only skin. Next, there are how many vocal cords in the human voice box? This is from CGL 2017. So Ram, yeah, you are correct, that was skin. So I was asking, there are how many vocal cords in the human voice box? Is it 1, is it 2, is it 3, or is it 4? How many? Vocal cord, because of which you are able to speak. How many vocal cords are there in the voice box? This is the question which was asked in CGL. So let me tell you, I guess you are in the doubt. So here 2 will be the correct answer. So there are actually 2 vocal cords which are there in the human voice box. So yes, option number B, that is 2, is the correct answer. Vocal cords in women are dash than the vocal cords in men. Now, this question means what? Here the question is asked in the form that here length is actually asked. Now, there might be some length for the males and there might be some length for the females. True? So if I talk about the length of males, length of the vocal cord of the males, so yes, Aman has joined us. Hello Aman, how are you? Thank you Shubham for the same. Yes, I was talking about the males and females over here. When we are talking about the vocal cord, so there is the difference between both the sounds which are generated by the male and female. True? We can totally understand when we speak that this one is the sound which is produced by the male. This is the particular voice which is actually coming from the female. So here Abhishek has also joined and Abhishek is also saying, sir, it would be 5 mm shorter. Asif is with the same. And yes, you both of you are correct. But what's the important thing? If I talk about males, its length is 20 mm. Fine. So for the males, please remember, vocal cords in the males are of 20 millimeters. But if I talk about females, it is of 15 mm. So what's the difference between two? The difference is of 5 millimeter and that too shorter. So please remember, females are having 5 millimeter shorter vocal lengths in comparison to the vocal cord in the men. Fine. So okay, let's move forward to the next question. Alveoli is related to which of the following of human body? Very, very basic question. Just have a look what kind of questions are asked in the examination. So you can be prepared for this examination for this year, because we are going to have GS in the mains examination as well. I guess you all are aware of this thing now, that this time syllabus would be quite different for the mains part. So yes, it is going to be very, very beneficial for all those candidates. Yeah, obviously Asif, that's true. So all those candidates who are not liking maths in that next level, pro level, so yes, it's very, very beneficial for you all. So let's have a look at this answer. Obviously the correct answer is respiratory system. Now where it is present, if I draw the structure, this is the bronchial tree. Just from here, this is the larynx part, this is the trachea. Now this is actually divided into two parts. Now here, if I'll move here, you can just see these are the bronchioles. So apart from that, if I talk about this alveoli, these are also present over here. But the main thing is that it is the location where the oxygen and carbon dioxide exchange is taking place. So wherever this question you find, that where does this gaseous exchange take place? So this gaseous exchange takes place in alveoli itself. This is the question which is asked many times. Not only this question, I am talking about the gaseous exchange. So I am writing over here. Do not forget gaseous exchange. What kind of gases? We are talking about the oxygen, carbon dioxide. So gaseous exchange actually takes place here itself. So this is one more important thing. Do not forget. So okay, let's move forward now. The vocal cord in men are about dash. So I have already discussed this. I want answer from everyone, whether it is Udbhav, Asif, Abhishek, then Ram, Momita, everyone. Waiting for the answer. The vocal cords in men are about dash long. What's the length? Is it 10? Is it 20, 30 or 40 mm? What is going to be the correct answer? Thank you, phenomenal. Thank you for the same. Momita has given the answer 20 mm. That is option B. Asif is with B. Ram is with B. You all are with B. I am also with B. So yes, option number B is the correct answer. Next, in which of the following part of the cell does the pyruvic acid is broken down into the CO2, water and energy? Now, even if you are not aware of this question, there is some technical term, there is some term which is going to help you out in getting this answer. Now I've given you the hint. From question you can get the answer. How? This is the thing that I'll tell you after telling the answer. But everyone who is not aware of this answer, just have a look at that part. Just have a look at the question once again. So Ram has given the answer C, that is mitochondria. Okay. Apart from Ram, Momita, waiting for your answer because you are always the first one to answer. Second one is the Asif. HR, I guess, is busy right now. So Ishan has joined us. Hello Ishan, how are you? So Ram is the first one to answer this. Awesome, Ram. Cool. So yes, please remember when we are talking about this conversion. So here, remember whenever we are talking about the energy, we directly related that, sir, that means we are talking about what? Adenosine triphosphate, which is actually your energy. That is, they are actually your molecules, correct? So yes, Asif is with C, Momita is with C. You all are correct. Mitochondria is the correct answer. But where this conversion actually takes place, it actually starts from the cytoplasm part. I guess I'm getting your comments quite late. Okay, but your answer was correct. So remember, this process actually was starting in the cytoplasm part where the conversion was taking place. But yes, when we talk about this carbon dioxide, water and energy after this breakdown, so this takes place in the mitochondria where this energy conversion is taking place. So here option number C would be correct. Next, the functional unit of kidney is what? Now kidney, what it is doing? It is actually helping in removal of the waste. Now, the waste is actually of three types. I am writing on the board. Please remember this term. Nitrogenous waste. Now, just have a look at this word. What I am saying? Nitrogenous. If I'll write this term, this means it is something that is consisting of nitrogen. True. So yes, it's a simple one and Momita is the first one again to answer this. Then Asif, then Ram. It is correct that the correct answer would be nephron. But before moving on that part, let me tell you, nitrogenous waste, that means it is including nitrogen. Now it is present in the urea. Apart from that, Ashvi, you are also correct. Awesome. So yes, urea is there. Apart from that, there is uric acid. And apart from this uric acid, there is one more thing. What? Ammonia. Now my question is going to come. If I am talking about these three things, all of them are consisting of nitrogen and obviously it is a waste. That's why it is nitrogenous waste. Now my question is, if I talk about these three options, we are coming in which category? We are releasing what? Is our body releasing urea? Is our body releasing uric acid or is our body releasing ammonia? So let's see who will give this answer. Now the time you are giving this answer, let me tell you, people who are, or the ones who are releasing urea are known as ureotelic. The ones who release uric acid are known as uricotelic. And the ones who actually release ammonia are known as ammonotelic. If you are not aware of these terms, yeah, that's true. Asif, you are absolutely correct. They are ammonotelic, ureotelic and uricotelic. And yes, we come in the category of ureotelic because we are releasing urea. So remember, humans come in this category. I have other questions for considering this uricotelic and ammonotelic also. So we'll be waiting for that part. So yes, here nephron was the correct answer, which is the smallest unit. Now, the question is, which of the following is responsible for maintaining the water balance in the human body? What is it? Is it heart, liver, kidney or lungs? What is it? maintaining the water balance. Waiting for the answer, then I'll be explaining one more thing. Yes. Yes, Momita, that's absolutely correct. Here, C would be the correct answer. That is your kidney. Asif wants to say something, sir. Aqueous animals will come in the amonotelic category. Okay. Yes, I'll be explaining that. True. We can take the example of fish over there. So Ram has given the answer kidney. You all are correct. Kidney is the correct answer. Now, when we are talking about the water balance, please remember there is a hormone in our body which we call anti-diuretic hormone. ADH full form is anti-diuretic hormone. It maintains the water balance in our body. Remember, when we have alcohol, it goes in the rest stage, because of which we have to go to the washroom at the same moment when you have alcohol. No one should have it. Just giving an example. So yes, kidney बेच के iPhone खरीदूंगा. Asif, you will be getting pity from me. I'm seriously telling you. Yeah. Okay. So this is the kidney from which we can buy iPhone. I guess Asif, you can just refresh it because Momita is live and you are quite back, I guess. So okay, next question. Which of the following is the main excretory waste uric acid? So let's see this answer. Now you will be getting clarity whether it is uricotelic or ureotelic. So which of the following main excretory waste is uric acid? This means I am talking about what? This means I am talking about uricotelic. What? I'm talking about uricotelic animal. Now, which among us the following is uricotelic? You have to answer. We have already understood. I'm writing here. When we are talking about ureotelic, you can talk about the humans. Now, one thing is there that they require water in the medium amount. But if I talk about uricotelic, here you can talk about the birds because they require very less amount of water. Now, if I talk about amonotelic, they will be requiring water in the very large amount. So please remember, whenever we talk about amonotelic, it would be double M, amonotelic, they require water in the very large amount, where Asif has already discussed. We can talk about, Asif, I've just told you, just a minute. If I talk about this amonotelic, we can talk about all those animals which are requiring the water in very large amount. So yes, if I talk about this uric acid, that is uricotelic, what I've written? Birds. Just have a look. So here, sparrow would be the correct answer. Please remember, when we are talking about birds, one more fact is there. Birds are actually having one ovary. I'll just write it here. If I talk about birds, they have only a single ovary. In males, in humans, there are two, correct? But in birds, there is only a single ovary. Why? Because if there would be single ovary, then there would be reduction in the weight, and because of the reduction in the weight, the birds are easily able to fly. Fine. So birds can easily fly because of the presence of a single ovary. Fine. So yes, the weight is actually quite less because of this lacking of one ovary. So yes, Asif is saying, sir, I read as snake and lizard. Yeah, so there are many animals, na, correct? So I am just giving the example over here. So if I talk about the total number of organisms, they are of a huge number, correct, Asif? So yes, during dehydration, which is deficient in the body. So this question is from CPO 2005. If I talk about the deficiency, so please tell me, during dehydration, what is deficient in our body? Is it sugar? Is it sodium chloride? Is it sodium phosphate? Or is it potassium chloride? Now I'll give you an example. When we talk about the dehydration, so in the form of sweat, there's lot of salt that comes out from our body. Yeah, that's true. So when I'm talking about the salt, so we can talk about sodium chloride, that is NaCl over here, and here option number B that is present over here is totally correct. So option number B, that is sodium chloride, is correct, and Asif, you are absolutely correct. Ram, I'm waiting for your answers. Where are you? Medicine which increases the urine secretion is what? This is from Tax Assistant 2009. What will be the correct answer? So yes, Ram, you are absolutely correct. Momita, waiting for the answer. medicine which increases the urine secretion. Medicine which increases the urine secretion. Yeah, Udbhav has also given the answer. Awesome, Udbhav. Great. So the medicine which increases the urine secretion. So this question is from SSC Tax Assistant 2009. Is it adrenaline? Is it monouretic? Is it diuretic? Or is it triuretic? I have just discussed about one of the hormone. Remember? I wrote something. Remember it? Anti-diuretic hormone. Just try to relate it, and yes, Momita is totally correct. Asif, Momita, you're totally correct. Here the correct answer is option C, that is diuretic. Next question is, which have valveless heart? Now if I talk about the presence of heart in the one of the following options, so one of the following option is actually having only two chambers in the hearts. Just two chambers. So before moving forward with the explanation, I want answer from everyone. So Ram, I guess you have given answer A. Is it for the same question or you are from the previous part? For this, if you are giving this answer A, if you are going with the mammals, then just consider ourselves. If I talk about mammals, if I will consider one of the mammal, we are the one. So I'll talk about the humans. Humans are actually having four chambers in their heart, and I've written I'm talking about the two chambers. So let's see what would be the answer. Momita is with fish. Without writing, just directly telling, sir, it is going to be fish. Yes, that's true. So Momita is with fish, then Asif is with fish, and yes, option number C would be correct. Please remember, fish is just having two chambers. We are having four chambers, true. So we say that there are four in our heart. That is right auricle, right ventricle, left auricle, left ventricle. But in the case of fish, there are only two. That is, one is auricle and one is ventricle. So please remember, this auricle and ventricle are actually present in the fish because they are only single. That's why no right and left. But in our humans, we were having four chambers. True? So yes, here fish is the correct answer. So we have some more questions, some more theory to be discussed. So we'll be meeting sharp at 6 in the evening, where we'll be having the theoretical section plus MCQs of the CGL part. Fine. So yes, at sharp 6, we'll be starting with the session. Kindly, I'll be waiting for you all there. So kindly join that session. And yes, please take care. And for any sort of doubt, any sort of help, just write in the comment section. I'll help you out for sure. Okay. So bye-bye everyone. Please take care.